Welcome to another episode of Baby Steps with Christ. I'm your host, Leigh Trupin. This is a place where we learn to develop and grow in relationship with God at our own pace, one step at a time. Where we learn that we have direct access to God and we don't need a middleman to get to Him. In my last episode, I explained to you how I was judged because my relationship with God looked different than what somebody else thought it should look like. And today, I want to share with you about how I judged someone and doubted myself for helping her based on how the situation looked to me through the eyes of Christianity. But when I prayed about my doubt and my judgment, God responded and showed me a whole new way to look at the situation, and I want to share that with you. I'm very friendly with someone who doesn't have a relationship with God. She doesn't believe in Him. But she still allows me to speak with her about my relationship with God, about my possession, about writing my book, Dear New Believer, Love God, about starting my ministry, starting this podcast. And although she has her doubts about God, she never judged me. In fact, she didn't hesitate to give me some marketing ideas. And as I learned more about marketing and had some of my own ideas, when she confided in me and told me she had an OnlyFans page and explained her content with me, she asked for some of those marketing ideas. And I didn't hesitate to help her. I shared what information I had. I don't agree with her content, but I wanted to help her. And after I did, I had doubts. I wondered if what I did was right. So I prayed about it, and my doubt faded. God responded by reminding me that although this person doesn't believe in Him, she allowed me to share my story with her, and she never judged me. He explained to me that if someone who doesn't have a relationship with God can be non-judgmental and helpful to me, despite her difference in opinion with me about God, why would it be wrong for someone who does have a relationship with God to help someone with an OnlyFans page? Why would it be right for me to judge her? And at first, I was stunned by his response. I didn't expect God to respond this way. Some people I've attended church with would respond to this situation much harder, and I guess I expected the same from God, but He surprised me. He told me I should pray for her. So I did, and that prayer came easily to me. I prayed that God would reveal Himself to her, that she would begin her own relationship with Him and be transformed from the inside out. And I left the situation in God's hands, and I continue to speak with her without judgment. But then God asked me to pray for myself, and I got stuck on that. I didn't know what to pray. So I asked Him for guidance, and suddenly I knew exactly what to say. I asked God if I was interacting with her in a way that was unpleasing to Him. And if so, I asked Him to reveal it to me and to correct me. See, at first, I began to look at the situation based on what I thought Christianity looked like. Even though I have a relationship with God and I'm very confident in my relationship with Him, I still need to grow. And I love how God corrected me. God taught me that we should go to Him in prayer about people who live certain lifestyles that seem taboo to Christians. Let's talk about being gay, for instance. That's a big no-no to Christians. And let's be real, gays are judged harshly by Christians. Well, maybe people who are gay are being shown a God who is harsh and judgmental, rather than a God who will guide and transform us without constantly judging. I'm going to keep it real. I don't agree with the gay lifestyle any more than I agree with someone who creates content for OnlyFans. But I would not stop being friends with someone who lives these lifestyles. nor would I throw Bible verses at them and tell them that they're going to hell. Who wants to be around someone like that? Who would open their heart to a God that appears so harsh and condemning towards a lifestyle that they're currently living? Let me share my story with you. Before I developed a relationship with God, I was extremely lustful. I didn't care if a man was married or not. That wasn't my problem. That was his. I used to send pictures, videos, texts, whatever. I didn't care. And when I developed my relationship with God, I didn't change what I was doing. And not once did he judge me. It was only as my relationship with him grew and got stronger that he said to me, the lifestyle you're living isn't pleasing to me. And I eventually got to the point where I didn't want to live like that anymore. So I prayed that he would correct me, and he did. And did it happen overnight? No. But in time, I stopped, and I'll never live like that again. See, God wasn't judging me. He didn't make me feel judged. He didn't make me feel like he was angry with me. But he eventually helped me understand that what I was doing was wrong, and he changed me slowly. Let me explain it another way. My daughters smoke weed. I don't agree with it, and I don't like it. And I've made that very clear to them. But I've also made it very easy for them to talk to me about it, rather than making them feel they need to hide it from me. I'd rather keep an open line of communication with him or with them than make them not want to be around me because I'm constantly condemning them. Instead, what I do is I silently pray for them. And if I can show my daughters love, despite a lifestyle I don't agree with, just imagine what God can do for us. So instead of condemning those who live in a way that doesn't look right based on what you believe Christianity looks like, I hope you'll remember this message. Instead of showing them a God who's harsh, judgmental, and condemning, remain friends with them. Pray for them instead. Don't let them know you're praying for them. Let God work in the situation. Leave the outcome up to him. But also pray for yourself. Ask God to show you if you're interacting with them in a way that's unpleasing to him, and ask him to correct you if you are. And be willing to be corrected. Maybe if we behave like this, more people would turn to God and develop their own relationship with him. Let's stop throwing Bible verses at people and threatening them with hell and start sharing our own stories, our own sins. Share with them how non-judgmental God is. Let's show kindness instead of condemnation, no matter what their lifestyle is. That's what God does for us. And if we show them this side of God, maybe more people will want to know him. The way we show God to others can either push them away or draw them in. And don't push them away by forcing your beliefs on them, by condemning them for what they do. Instead, turn to God in prayer and let God do the correcting. I hope you really heard me during this episode, and I hope it resonates with you. And if it does, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear it. Thank you for listening today, and keep taking those baby steps. Until next time.